Hey everybody, Sean Bodine here with another reaction video. Now if you saw the previous reaction video I did last month, we saw another video regarding Century of Steam. And I gotta say, it's always good to watch videos related to that game. Although, I have to say, based off the progress they've been doing so far, I don't think the game will be ready yet until 2028. Might take longer, but I'm gonna say the earliest will probably be 2028. But whatever happens, I'm looking forward to seeing that game come out. Now, we're also going to be reacting to some of Hyce's videos. He went to a place called Tray Mountain. Now, there's actually two videos that he did. The first one's called An Entire Mountain of Trains, and then the second one is called Steam Parade and a Scale Shay. We will do separate reactions to those two videos. We're going to react to the first video, that being An Entire Mountain of Trains. First, I just gotta get OBS started. And get this into full screen. 1080. We're good. Let's begin. Wouldn't be surprised if Hyce played that himself. That sounds really, really good. Good acoustic.
And it's not the one that they like to say day and end at.
No.
Yeah, we're going Train Mountain. It's an entire mountain made of train.
Yes.
So I've been told.
I like their shirts, and I also like that one guy's hat.
The world's largest miniature railroad.
I don't remember his name, but I want to say it's probably
They had, I want to say, 14 miles.
Layden?
Track, which is
I know one of his friends is named Layden. I can't remember if that's him or not.
Not anything like 14 real world.
Could also be
I think
Tom.
that's of the main.
Klamath Falls, Oregon. If I'm not mistaken, this could be a station stop for either... I was going to say the Coast Starlight, but I think it's actually a station stop for the Empire Builder. You got a P-42 and an ALC-42. Nice. The only ALC-42 I've ever seen so far was actually last year, and it was parked at 30th Street. Wasn't pulling any trains or anything. I hope to change that. Maybe I'll go down south to West Virginia and see the Capital Limited. Maybe it's also operating on the auto train, too. Still can't believe they're finally going to replace the superliners. I mean...
Here we see.
I should have expected it. They've been around since the 70s, but... the fact that they're finally planning to replace the superliner. Oh, hang on. We got another friend. No wonder they went to the Amtrak station. Well, what is that shirt Hyce is wearing?
Southwest Airlines.
Oh.
Having to deal with the weather. It was a pretty pleasant trip. Oh, good.
Yeah. How is that? The connection was just fine.
Yeah.
Your planning didn't screw you over in any way, shape, or form.
Hey, I planned a 3-hour buffer from when my plane got in to when my train got in, so...
I wonder what buffer
you wound
means
up with a
for
4-hour buffer?
air travel.
A 1-hour buffer.
Because for train travel, we all know that buffers are like those things that stop trains, but
Yeah.
buffer for flight travel must be something else.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
I was also going to say, Hyce's shirt looks pretty cool. I like the CB&Q inspired stuff on the front there.
Run over to the rental house, drop your bags
Okay,
off, grab
now
some
we
breakfast,
get to
and
Train
then
Mountain.
Train.
to train.
Alright, we finally made it. Looking awesome. Now, to be fair, I've already seen a few videos about Tray Mountain, but I never get tired of seeing what this place has to offer. This is awesome. Looks like you got some war bonnets there. Tell if it's an 060 or 260. I see some little nice central cars. That little switcher looks pretty cool. Look at those big horns on there. There's another switcher. Very, very nice. I've never actually been in Oregon, but if I ever decide to go up to that state, this is definitely going to be one of, if not the first places I ever go to. This place is just amazing. I wish we had something like this in New Jersey. I think Pennsylvania has a spot like this, about 40 or 50 minutes away from my home, but I think it's like a private place, whereas this is open to the public. So you get to have a lot of people just ride around and have fun.
Please, hit us. Yes.
Oh God. You missed. Well, of course they missed. You're on a bridge. Ooh, nice. I've seen a tunnel like that. Let me pause the video so I can concentrate. I saw a tunnel just like that at... Why can't I remember the name of it? It's only 10 minutes from where I live. Crap. I'm embarrassed. I don't know why I can't remember. I mean, I haven't been there in 5 years, but it shouldn't be that difficult to remember. A lot of people have asked me about it in the past. Northlands. There we go. Northlands. So Northlands is primarily an indoor layout with HO scale trains, but outdoors you can ride a bigger train. And they have a tunnel just like what you saw here at the 1031 mark. Beep beep. A lot of Southern Pacific stuff. I noticed the train they're on is being pulled by a couple of AC-44s. There are also a couple of Black Widow locomotives. Oh, what a good boost. That looked pretty nice. Ah, train approaching. You don't say. Whistle squealing, huh? Pause. Avoid that. Now, if they made a SpongeBob reference and had the next sign say educational television, that would be priceless. Avoid that educational television. That's just beautiful. Oh, there's the next sign. Rundown feeling. I think that's what it said. What's this one? Burma Shove. It would make more sense if it said Burma Shave, but it... Okay, yeah, it did say shave. The way they made that A, though, it looks more like an O. So I thought it said Burma Shove. That looks like a nice table there. Got another cool... Oh, look at that. Then there's Southern Pacific.
It's a wet bar on a train.
It's a wet bar on a train. Well, hey.
Oh, now he's just showing off.
Hey, even railroaders need to enjoy some beer here and there.
And look what it's powered by.
That is incredible.
Wow. Oh, Rio Grande.
Of course, it's the Grand. Of course, the Grand.
Lane, what do you figure he needs all that beer for?
Because he's thirsty, dummy.
I was going to say because he has a lot of friends and they're thirsty. Okay, that was a different engine. I was going to say there was a pretty cool steam engine in one of the sidings. The A44 is pretty cool too. I never get tired of seeing that one. Later in the day, we found our museum friend Jimmy, who offered to take us out on his engine. I should have known. I said this in my Century of Steam video. The very first one I did 2 years ago. Hyce is actually a volunteer at the Colorado Railway Museum, where they have a couple of Rio Grande narrow gauge locomotives. 464 itself is not one of them. That's at a different museum in Michigan, that being the Huckleberry Railroad. It would be cool if 464 went back to Colorado, but you know, even some of the East Coast stuff needs Rio Grande stuff. There's even Black River and Western by my house. They have, I think they have two. They might have gotten rid of one of them, but I know there's a Rio Grande caboose I saw on a siding. I hope they still have two of them. They got rid of one of them for whatever reason. That'd be disappointing. We loaded our gear, borrowed an extra seat, and set off for the furthest north end of the railroad, more than an hour away. No wonder they call it Train Mountain. And it's pretty cool too how they have a couple of real trains on display in a few areas. 64 is putting on a good show. It's got a stock car, a couple of tankers. Scenery's pretty good too. This kind of reminds me of when I was on the Redwood Valley Railroad in Berkeley, California by San Francisco. And south of San Francisco, there's another pretty cool train ride. Not small like this, but it has narrow gauge stuff on the Roaring Camp. Get to ride through some redwood forests there as well. Redwood Valley Railway I would definitely recommend. I went there once in 2014 and that was a lot of fun.
About an hour flight, which makes us just slightly beyond halfway to the far north end of town. And then we come back. We're halfway there.
The sped up footage is pretty nice too. I mean, it's cool to see the normal pace like this, but sped up footage is also pretty fun too. You see it a lot in the silent films too.
We're heading now into the northern part of the railroad where there was a fire a few years ago back in 2020. And it used to all be forested like this and like the footage is shown so far, but from here north basically it's all been burned and so it's kind of bare. Might be time to reapply sunscreen.
Which we forgot. Oh yeah, I hate that. I'm a little depressed though, because hearing about that fire made me think about the Lahaina Kaanapali Pacific in Hawaii. There's a fire all over the island of Maui, and most of the equipment on that railroad, if I'm not mistaken, is safe. But the railroad has been closed for a number of years, even before the fire.
First one's good.
So, I'm hoping things get better over there.
You're good.
Not just for the railroad, but for like everyone on Maui in general. I know the fire was only 2 years ago, but man, it can take a long time to recover from stuff like that.
Got a wee bit dirty. Don't go rolling around in the mud.
I like how the water tower says crane. And he also got that Gramps tank car, which used to be a train car, and now it's been repurposed for something else. Nice whistle. So the stock car I already knew was from Rio Grande. Well, having taken water, we turned back towards home. Jimmy asked if we'd like to take turns at the throttle. Aha! Twist our arms. Nah, I don't think so. I knew Hyce would probably want to say yes. Brett ran first. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Brett ran first. Around the Circle of Hope and then back towards home. The cam work isn't great as Brett is trying to run, fire, and film at once. Wow. I mean, filming and riding at the same time, or like filming and driving at the same time is challenging enough, but to maintain the fire, like doing 3 things at once, that's crazy, but I gotta respect what he's trying to do here. That's just impressive. I don't even know I could do that.
Off the right away, friend.
And shoot birds off the track. Why, at least he was kind enough to call the birds his friends. Hissing noise of locomotive steam brake, which didn't like to remain applied without skidding. Ah, okay. Honestly, I thought that was the cylinder cocks or something else where they shoot off steam. Or a safety valve.
Number 2, car. Get closest to your left.
I gotta say, I'm surprised Mark didn't go first.
Green.
I thought it looked yellow for a sec. But then again, with the way the light reflects off the lens, it can change things to make it look different than what it really is. We'll stop briefly here in the siding to swap engineers. Leighton's turn next. Seriously, how come Mark didn't go first? I thought he would have been wrestling these guys to stop them. Really getting after the steam brake, pulsing it for a nice smooth stop. Oh yeah. Gotta time it just right too. He did pretty good. Leighton took us downgraded to the next water tower where we stopped to pillage a stash of M&Ms. Oh, God. Oh, boy.
We've stopped for beer and hot dogs.
Ah, I should have known.
Well, we've stopped for hot dogs.
Yeah, well, yes.
Well, we stopped for the beer. The hot dogs.
That's
were
fair.
just-
That is true. We did.
We did.
After seeing
We were-
those
we were
Rio
curious.
Grande Givos with the beer train, I shouldn't be surprised that they wanted some.
And somebody on the opposite track said, "You're going the wrong way." It's like, no, we're not. We're on the main line. We're on the main. There's beer over here. Slam the brakes, jam it in reverse, back into the siding, and here we are.
Kill the fire, walk away.
And there's a cockatoo in the village.
There's a cocktail in the village?
There is.
Oh, we gotta
That's
go
why I
film
came
that.
over.
We gotta go see that then.
Yes.
Let's go see what that
This
is.
is the fairy garden. On the left side. On the right side.
It's pretty cool. It's like someone made a little village here. Oh, hi guys. What's going on? My 2 dogs are over there. I should probably make them some more room so they can join me.
And a screw had backed out in one of the contacts.
No, never mind. I don't think they want to join. They probably heard another dog or something. Wow, what a nice tank engine. Could have stayed for hours, but the light was beginning to fade and the mosquitoes were closing in. Oh, yeah. I hate mosquitoes myself. Good dog. Yes, you're a good dog. Come on, Rose. Come on up. Well, video's gonna be over in about 2.5 minutes anyway. And I don't know who played this music, but it's pretty good. Makes me feel emotional. In a good way, you know? I'm pretty sure that's probably what they were going for, too. Like, positive music. Looking back on all these positive times they had. Day 1 behind us, we couldn't have been more excited for what might come on day 2. Well, oh, I guess they dropped the camera. Well, like I said, we'll have part 1 and part 2 in separate videos. And I'm going to take these guys out. Alright. I'll see you guys in the next reaction video I do. You take care.